It's another fine Sunday, so you know what that means. It's time for...
Nonsense Rumble!
And Bully's special prize... Nah, but in all seriousness, for those of you unfamiliar, we pick a category, we pick characters from that category. We'd argue who'd win between those two characters. Short, simple, sweet. Rick, what's our category today?
Today is a video game antagonist, and the caveat is not from an RPG. So no picking Lord Zeta or Tyrant Ball.
Yeah, Rick brings up those two characters in particular because the reason why I've put non-RPG is... I'm not excluding Zelda or Link or anything. Like, some people call those games RPGs. I don't think they are, but that's a moot point. I'm specifically excluding people who are from games which have stats that go into the thousands, and it becomes silly.
Oh, yes, and or even worse, where thousands is a base point and they go into the trillions.
Yeah. Looking at you, Japan.
Yep.
So yeah, with that out of the way, I think we've established what we're doing today. Rick, do you want to establish further by giving us an honourable mention?
My first honourable mention is Dr. Robotnik.
There is no first, you get one.
Yeah, sorry. My honourable mention is Dr. Robotnik, because he relies almost entirely on the if rule, and would immediately be defeated if he didn't have any of his items. So that's why I didn't pick him.
I think if you pick Robotnik for any category going forward, I think you'd specify one robot he has.
Yeah, like the Death Egg robot's a pretty good one, but even that, like, it dies in 12 hits.
It dies in 12 hits in Sonic rules, but not necessarily fighting rules.
Yeah, like anyone who is more powerful than Sonic hitting it from a standing start might do it a bit quicker. Yeah, who's your honourable mention?
My honourable mention would kick the shit out of your honourable mention. It's Bowser.
Ah, yes, fair enough. Why is Bowser your honourable mention?
Because I like Bowser, however, and I think he's a strong top tier pick as long as you don't try too hard. I think there's quite a few characters that would kick the shit out of Bowser, and as much as I just wanted to pick Bowser because he's cool and iconic, and I think he's fairly up there as far as strength goes, I can think of dozens of examples of other villains who could kick the shit out of him. So, unfortunately, he's only an honourable mention today.
Yep, okay.
You're going, yep, because I think you're looking at your actual pick and going, yeah, he'd kick the shit out of Bowser. So let's hear it. Who's your pick?
Bowser. That's why I was being coy.
Okay, fair enough.
So, the thing is, you've picked someone who you think can kick the shit out of Bowser, which means that I've got an uphill battle. Bowser, I don't think, shows his full potential because he thinks he can win. And this doesn't get beaten out of him. Like, he keeps losing, but only because he doesn't release his full potential and murder everything in sight. So, yeah, I picked Bowser. My little last asterisk was that, yes, he has shown up in RPGs. He's a party member in the Super Mario RPG. He's the setting for Mario and Luigi 3, Bowser's Inside Story.
So here's the thing. Here's why this is definitely acceptable, because even though he has roles in those games, he's primarily a platformer villain. Let's just get that out of the way. Secondly, even if we do go by Super Mario stats, that game caps out at like 60.
Yeah, like you've got two very obvious ends of the RPG spectrum. You've got Mario RPG numbers, which are like 6 and 12, and you've got Disgaea numbers, which have 6 and 12 numbers in the number.
Yeah.
Bowser is my pick. Who did you pick that made Bowser into just an honourable mention for you?
I picked Handsome Jack.
So I'm assuming Handsome Jack has a gun.
Well, yeah. When have you ever seen Handsome Jack without a weapon?
Yeah. Like, specifically only in the pre-sequel where he's a damsel in distress.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you forget the scene where he shows up and murks Roland?
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Or when he's the goddamn final boss fight.
Yeah, like, from then on, like... I think he learns from being a damsel in distress and vows not to be in that position again and always has a gun with him at all times. Like, after that point, he's essentially the head of Hyperion, which, is one of, like, the big 6 gun manufacturers, so he can have whatever gun he wants.
But again, the reason why I'm stressing the version I've got of him, and I can't believe I have to do this, is it's video game Antagonist.
Yes.
It's when he's the villain.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
And quite frankly, he fucking owns the Vault Hunters whenever he actually fights them. And they're pretty fucking insane themselves.
Would he think to shoot Bowser in the head? I think he would.
Oh, he wouldn't fucking hesitate.
Yeah, like, maybe it bounces off his armor. Don't bounce off his head.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, I think again, unless you specifically hit him in his shell, I don't think he's invulnerable to bullets.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I think the only bits that is not like the shell. I think is the only thing that could possibly like deal with a Borderlands level bullet.
And besides, and granted, this is leaning into the if rule a little bit, but if we do if right, if Bowser's shell is bulletproof, I doubt it's acid proof.
Yeah.
We know it's not lava proof.
Yeah, because he dies in lava and comes back as dry Bowser.
It's not a good time. And I think Handsome Jack would find it even much easier than Mario does to avoid Bowser's attacks.
Yeah.
And the shit talking would be legendary. Not so much from Bowser, but Handsome Jack would just fucking, like, demotivate him. Oh, you got cucked by a plumber. How many hours of material would he get off that alone?
Yeah, I like it. I want to see this now. Especially with Jack Black Bowser, now that Jack Black is also claptrap.
Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah, by the Jack Black Claptrap.
But by the time we re-release this episode, the Borderlands movie will be out and will hopefully be as shit as we all think it's going to be.
Well, here's the thing. I'm hoping it's going to be actually fun.
Oh, I think the film's going to be awful, but I think it's going to be fun awful.
Yeah.
So much so, I've got tickets for the first evening.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be fun. I think it'll be shit, but it'll be fun, and that's what matters. I don't care how shit a movie is, if it's fun.
Yeah, here's where we see the North-South divide in that we don't need to book tickets for a movie up here.
Truth be told, we don't need to book tickets, but it's the first day the film's out, and I'd rather know I've got a sit.
Yeah, you want to sit in the middle, not like at the back in the aisle.
Hey man, I've got no issue sitting at the back. Another friend of ours does, but this ain't about them.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to concede this one. I think Handsome Jack trounces Bowser. As cool as Bowser is, there was a reason that you put him as an honorable mention and not your pick. So yeah. Handsome Jack wins!
Handsome Jack wins! I'm sure he'd love to add that trophy to his cabinet that got blown up. No, he gets awarded the title belt and he just wraps it around Butt Stallion.
Yeah.
I love Bowser. I think he's a strong pick, but he's definitely not the strongest. I could have picked a Call of Duty evil man and probably still beaten Bowser.
Yeah.
So on that bombshell, that's the end of August because, recording issues, so I felt like I'm going to point it out. Join us next week for our first September one, which no one's going to know what it is because we didn't do a bonus planning session, so...
We did not.
Look forward to it, guys.
Bye, everybody.